When you start triathlon, it's easy to think you need all the gear. The wetsuit, the fins, the paddles, the floaties, the anti-fog spray, the goggles that promise NASA-level hydrodynamics. But honestly, you really only need 3 things. And a pool that's open, which, if you're a full-time working parent, might be the hardest part to find. So here's what you actually need to start swimming for triathlon and what you definitely don't. First, the swimsuit. And the rule is simple. Whatever you already have is fine if it stays up. So maybe skip the fancy beach bikini and the board shorts. You don't have to go full-on Speedo either. There is a middle ground. There are these training shorts. They look like cycling bibs, and they're tight enough to stay in place, but not as tight and tiny that you question all your life choices. The point is comfort and function. You don't need to spend $80 to look like a pro. You just need something that won't turn into a parachute halfway down the lane. Second, the swim cap. Honestly, any will do. Not because they make you faster, but because it saves you about 20 minutes after every swim trying to untangle your hair. It does not have to match your swimsuit or say Iron Man on it. Just pick one and move on. Third, goggles. This one takes some trial and error. Everyone's face is different, and finding the right fit is kind of like dating. I have tried a lot of goggles, but the ones that I keep coming back to are the ones from Magic5. You literally scan your face, and they make them fit your shape. I have no idea how that works. Maybe it's witchcraft. But they don't leak, and they don't give me panda eyes for hours. And no, this is not sponsors. I picked them up with my own money, but if you guys comment enough, maybe one day it will be. Before that, I used some cheaper $15 pairs from the local shop. They worked fine too, because the truth is the best gear is the one you'll actually use. Once you start swimming regularly, you'll see people show up with an entire arsenal of pool gear. Boards, snorkels, resistance bands. And you'll start wondering, do I need all that? No, you don't. But if you want to invest in 1 or 2 things that actually do help, here's what I recommend. A pool buoy. You put it between your thighs so your legs float, and you can focus on your arms and breathing. It's cheap and it helps a lot with technique. And paddles. Great for building strength and feeling your pull. But you might want to start small. You'll thank me when your shoulders don't fall off. Everything else is nice to have, but not need to have. When you're just starting out, triathlon can feel overwhelming. But gear isn't what makes you a triathlete. Showing up does. If you have a swimsuit, goggle and cap, you're ready. That's it. You don't need to be perfect, you don't need to have all the gear, you just have to start. Because honestly, you can always upgrade later. But the one thing you can't buy is consistency. So start where you are, even if it's messy, even if your swim bag is full of borrowed gear. Because the people who keep showing up, they're the ones who finish the race. Next up, I will show you what you actually need for race day. The wetsuit, the goggles, and little tricks that make open water swimming less terrifying. So if you want to see that, subscribe and keep quitting comfort with me. Because courage doesn't need fancy gear. It just needs a starting point. See you in the next one. Bye!